Get ready, start. The Gujarat Panchayats Act 1961 was enacted to consolidate and aimed the law relating to village panchayats and district local boards with a view to reorganize the administration pertaining to local government in furtherance of the object of democratic decentralization of powers in favor of different classes of panchayats. It was provided that the state government should exercise control over panchayats either directly or through such officer or officers as it may appoint for that purpose. The panchayat organization consisted of gram panchayats, taluka panchayats, and district panchayats, which are bodies corporate with perpetual succession and common seal. Notwithstanding that they were separate bodies corporate, the panchayats formed part of the panchayats organization set up for securing a greater measure of participation by the people in the local governmental functions. They were enjoined to perform functions and duties assigned by or under the Act so as to conform to the state plans, national plans, and the state policy in general. The state government was empowered to cause inspection to be made and to call for and examine the record of the proceedings of any panchayat. On the enactment of the 1961 Act, the district local boards, village panchayats, and municipalities constituted under earlier acts stood transformed district panchayats, gram or nagar panchayats, depending on population. Officers and servants of the district local boards were deemed to be transferred to the service of the district panchayats. Secretaries, officers, and servants in the employ of the old village panchayats became secretaries, officers, and servants of the new gram panchayats, and officers and servants in the employ of municipalities became officers and servants of the interim panchayats. 288 The gram panchayats were entrusted with the work of looking after sanitation and health, public works, community development, agriculture, preservation of forests, and a number of other subjects. They were entrusted with the work of collection of land revenue and do any or all the functions and duties of village accountant or patel or other similar functions of any other person in relation to the collection of land revenue and dues recoverable as arrears of land revenue. Provision had been made in the Act for the transfer to the district panchayats of such powers, functions, and duties relating to any matters as are exercised or performed by the state government or any officer of the government under any enactment which the state legislature is competent to enact or otherwise in the executive power of the state. The Act also provided that any functions and duties relating to any of the matters specified in the Panchayat functions list previously being performed by the state government shall be transferred to the district panchayats together with the funds provided and the staff employed therefore. On such transfer, the district panchayat may delegate with the approval of the government to any panchayat subordinate to it any of the functions and duties so transferred. A fund called the Gram Fund or Nagar Fund was created and the proceeds of any tax or fee imposed by or assigned to the panchayat under the act. Sums contributed to the fund by the state government and all other sums received by the panchayat were to be credited in the fund. The act provided for appointment of a secretary and such other servants as may be determined for every gram panchayat and nagar panchayat in accordance with rules prescribed by the government. Depending on the facts and circumstances of a case, the state government may direct that a group of panchayats shall have one secretary only. Stop.